Pegakibo is a constructed language I made for personal use. I intend to use it only by myself, but I am more than happy to share the language. The language features a simple grammar, a simple phonology, and a dictionary of over 1900 words. I began creating the language during 2006 as a middle schooler. It was the first language I made with a unique grammar and alphabet. I abandoned the language for several years. During 2010, I decided to revive the language. I made major changes to the grammar, reworked the dictionary, and made a more compact alphabet. The Pegakibo alphabet is syllabic. Each letter contains a consonant followed by a vowel. The top of each letter represents the consonant, and the bottom represents the vowel. In the example shown here, the left letter represents the sound to, while the right letter represents the sound ki. Pegakibo has a very limited number of sounds. There are 6 consonants and 5 vowels. Pegakibo grammar is also uncomplicated. The following 7 rules summarize the grammar. Rule 1. Every word in the dictionary has exactly one of 3 parts of speech: noun, verb, or descriptor. Rule 2. Nouns behave the same as they do in English. Examples of nouns include gige, chair, gake, person, and rareku, math. Rule 3. Verbs represent actions or relationships. Examples include kigiki, to eat, and gati, to be near. Pegakibo verbs are always transitive and follow the subject-verb-object word order. This means that a noun before a verb performs the action, while a noun after a verb receives the action. Consider the sentence re rogo kegepe, which means I love pasta. The word re, meaning I, is the subject because it comes before the verb and therefore performs the verb's action. Rogo, meaning love, is the verb itself. Kegepe, meaning pasta, is the object because it comes after the verb and therefore receives the verb's action. In English, verbs sometimes change their meaning when their direct object is excluded. Examine these 2 English sentences. The sun melts ice, the ice melts. In the first sentence, melt means cause to become a liquid. In the second sentence, however, melt only means become a liquid. In Pegakibo, verbs never behave like this. Their meanings remain the same whether a direct object is included or excluded. The Pegakibo verb keburero always means to cause to melt. Kutara keburero gogeku means the sun melts ice. The subject may be excluded to make the sentence passive. Keburero gogeku means ice is melted, or more simply, ice melts. Rule 4. Can you guess what descriptors do? That's right, they describe things. Descriptors can act like both adjectives and adverbs. They can modify any part of speech. Descriptors always come after what they modify, unlike in English. The phrase pebeti pibi means happy cat, tike pibi means happily walk, and reke pibi means happily together. Rule 5. Counting in Pegakibo is in base 5. There are no digits greater than or equal to 5. Counting is done like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Since there are no digits greater than 5, the 1 carries over to the next place. The sequence continues. 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 21, and so forth. After some time, the sequence reaches 43, 44, 100, and continues to infinity. Pegakibo numbers are treated like descriptors. To say 8 boxes in Pegakibo, one would say gato bu pi, which literally means box 1, 3. Rule 6. Situation nouns represent gerunds, subordinate clauses, and infinitives. A situation noun begins with a verb, such as ka, meaning talk. Then the verb is enclosed in quotation marks. This causes the verb to become a noun which represents the action or process of the enclosed verb. In this case, talk becomes talking, the action or process of talk. Here is an example of the situation noun used in a sentence. Kige papo ka means you like talking. Ka is treated as a noun because it is enclosed in quotation marks. Situation nouns can also be made from clauses. The clause re pebe, I sing, can stand by itself in a sentence, or it can be placed in a situation noun. For example, the sentence kige be re pebe means, you want me to sing. The situation noun re pebe represents the action of my singing. Rule 7. Nouns, verbs, descriptors, and predicates may be grouped together, in which case the English conjunction and is implied. Consider this example. Re te reru pibeti kutara. I see a cat and the sun. The nouns pibeti, cat, and kutara, sun, are placed adjacent to each other, which means the conjunction and is implied in the English translation. Here is an example where predicates are grouped. Re pakebe gige kigiki kegepe. I sit on a chair and eat pasta. The predicates pakebe gige, sit on a chair, and kigiki kegepe, eat pasta, are placed adjacent to each other, so the conjunction and sits between them in the English translation. That's it. Those are the 7 grammar rules. If you are interested in learning the language, please view the description of this video. Thanks for watching.